That is why I need to know.
Exactly, you need to know.
So what happened?
This episode is brought to you by Jameson, and I think I'll be drinking one later on if Sipo allows. This episode is brought to you by Jameson, and these are the Jameson influencers, the dad and DJ Eartha.
No.
Like
actual DJ.
Word. What do you play at?
House, usually. Like Afro House, Afro Tech.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's
What do you
I'm
normally
into
play?
right now. Pardon?
Where do you normally play?
Oh, right now I just do events because I've only been doing it for 9 months, 8 months. So right now I'm still trying to figure out where I best fit in. Yeah, where I best fit in. Trying to still figure out what I want to do with it and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I just do events.
I'm definitely popping up wherever you're playing at.
You should. I'm playing this weekend, so you should come. I'll let you know.
Where are you playing this weekend?
So there's a Creators Connect this weekend at Quorum.
No. Do you see how this guy hates being left out? We're having a conversation
and
he keeps... I'm just saying, no, before you said, I'm having a conversation with this lovely DJ, getting to know the type of work she does, and you feeling left out.
You gonna take that?
Yeah.
Are you feeling jealous?
No. I was saying, for those wondering who DJ Eartha is, because people know who my dad is, and they're wondering who this is, because she's relatively new in the industry.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just give us a quick, summarized version of what you told us earlier. Who are you? How did you get into the DJing industry?
So, hi, my name is Eartha, and I got into it last year, I think at end of July, August. And I got into it by going to this residency at Mozi Arts. It's art museum. We do all kinds of arts, like music, and they teach you how to do stuff and how to improve your skills and how to make money off of your skills. So I applied for it 4 months before, and I completely forgot I actually applied. And then they called me back, and I went and I learned how to DJ for a week. And then after that, I kind of just fell in love, and I was in a not a depressed space, but just a dark space of just you don't know what to do with your life. Nothing's really working out. You're confused. Just confused. And it happened, and I fell in love, and I just continued to do it. And now I'm here.
Ooh,
and I'm not shocked because it's God, but I am so grateful to be here, to be in this space. And yeah, it's God, really.
Amazing. Now, you two guys are heavy on social media. You always know what's happening.
Yeah.
You're always in the know. Jameson Connect. What is it all about for somebody who's hearing about Jameson Connect for the first time?
It's in the name.
Tell us more. Tell us.
What are you connecting Jameson?
People.
See, now there you go. So you are about to explain about Jameson Connect.
Yeah, so it's all about bringing people together and experiencing. Every time I go to a Connect, I experience. I live there with new friends, maybe even a new bag, things like that.
Bag?
Yeah.
That doesn't belong to you?
No. I mean, I bought it from there, because I'm into fashion and stuff.
No,
so
hey, listen, because people go there and they come back with new stuff, right?
No, yeah. There's a lot of things to even, you learn from people, and you meet new people who can even help you with what you're doing. You never know, and that's the thing. I love it.
So 13th of April.
Yeah.
What's the venue again?
Zuri. The former
Papa Joe's.
Papa Joe's, formerly R&G Arena. So that's
why should people mark their calendars though? You've spoken about connecting, but why should we mark our calendars for that day?
It's not your regular event, you know what I mean? Jameson Connect is really founded on pillars. And so there's arts and crafts in there, there's music, there's food, and there's fashion, food. Yeah.
That's not what you said though.
What did I say?
It's okay, keep going.
Did I say?
You heard that, right?
I played the film.
Put a little accent there.
Hey, what the food at? Okay, but that's not what yeah, so there's so much that goes on, and also there's the aspect of just meeting different people from different backgrounds and just interacting. And obviously it all comes together with the Jameson, because every drink that is served there is Jameson infused. Even the food. Even the food.
There you go.
Even the food.
The food.
Kazad is ruining our generation. Kazad, what is this?
Wait, the food is infused with Jameson.
Yeah. Chef Cats half the time usually cooks this really amazing meals.
I should look at every food that Jameson connects, especially, even if I find it a scone.
No. It's not everything.
Not everything.
They're just clarifying. Because there's people don't take.
Yeah. No, it's not everything. There's select menus that are special. He would whip up a meal and just infuse it in there, and it's just beautiful, and it's just so delicious.
It's one of the most beautiful events that happens every year.
Yeah, facts.
Jameson Connect. Where can we get our tickets from?
So there are one or two ways. Yeah. So there are different spots around.
Only two ways?
One of I'm just giving options that are easier. So the easiest one is Tigmo Eats.
Tigmo Eats,
So you can
yeah.
just order a bottle from Tigmo Eats, and depending on the bottle you buy, it comes with like tickets to the Connect. Yeah. So for example, this one comes with like 2, the regular one.
You assume people know what the Tigmo Eats is.
It's an app.
Where
It's
you
an app that you
just
can get.
get
You and I
food
know. All of us here
and
know.
drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's available on
Any app store.
on the platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can
Tigmo, yeah.
Tigmo is one of, like the easiest because you can literally get it from anywhere. And then the second option would be there are different joints where we've been activating from, like select joints where you can go buy a bottle of Jameson. It comes with tickets, i.e. Granddaddy's, Chicago's, Fox and Hound, 1903. What?
No, but speaking of Jameson, though,
Yeah.
we digress on the money issue, but you guys are like, I've been observing your social media, posts and whatever. You're like the hype man, hype lady, if I may put it that way. How's it feeling being part of this hype, the Jameson Connect hype?
It's a movie. It's a
Being
movie.
selected to be an
It's a
influencer.
scope.
Also, for me, I feel like it came quite natural for me because Jameson has been my go-to drink even from like a jump. No, because I just enjoy a drink. Is that what it's called? Being a drunk? I just enjoy a drink. So like it just kind of fit into my lifestyle and just gelled in properly. And this is my second year coming back as an influencer for Jameson. And it's been a beautiful relationship. So I mean, so the journey, it's not just about the Connect, even the journey to the Connect is amazing for me. Yeah, and I enjoy like going to these pop-up spots where like the Jameson and you connect before you actually do the actual connection at the Jameson Connect. And for me, that's just been a beautiful journey. And I appreciate this drink so much. Don't even
Sound like you're in
understand.
love.
I am. It could be.
Because
Like,
I've
he
heard
was getting all
people,
poetic
Yeah, he was
and
about to
I've
grab
heard
it.
people describe their women in
The-
much less words than you have.
Nobody knows.
Speaking of connecting, you know what we're doing this weekend?
What we're doing?
You know what you tagged me
Oh, we didn't get
about?
it again.
Yeah. You gonna bring a bottle?
Jameson, obviously. I always show up with the Jameson. What did I show up with last time I came to your
Oh
house?
yeah, Jameson. So him and I actually hang out like that.
yeah,
He's pretty competitive. Well, what you wanna say?
no, I'm saying he told me last time he came to.
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty competitive.
Dude, there's so many whiskeys on the market, and this one has been on the Zambian market for quite a while. But it's one of the most talked about. What do you guys think makes this one stand out above many other whiskeys on the market?
Taste, availability, great taste.
Yeah.
Right.
But also, which is ironic, right? Like, without the original one, I don't think we would have all of these other like variants. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're more beautiful variants, but mine, Jameson, green. You know that t-shirt line? Chibotolocha green, if you know me.
What?
You don't know? You never heard that? That's me. Like the Jameson.
Hashtag hits only.
There we go. My guy. That's just like my go-to drink. It's just a beautiful drink. It's smooth. It's triple distilled.
I think it's also the brand though. Like I feel like it's inclusive. Like we include everyone and like it's also the customer service.
It's a
I feel
serious
like.
whiskey
Like,
that doesn't take
we
itself
always,
seriously.
Yeah, like we're always like
You
asking
see, I'm learning
questions and
these
always trying to figure out ways to improve it and improve the experience. And it's also a creative brand. I feel like it's very creative. We include everyone from all walks of life, and it's also available. Like it's not as expensive as I think everyone can get whichever.
There's a range for it.
There's a range for it. Like like this still pot is 1.4 something.
You would think this guy
When was
lives in the brewery.
when was your first Jameson Connect event?
My first. Sheesh.
Do
I
you
think
know
it
my
was
first?
like 20 in short ground.
Yeah.
That was like 2019?
Oh, you've been at this for a minute then, huh?
2019, yeah. 2019.
And the first one I ever attended to, Ricky Rick was the headliner.
I think
and
for me
it
it was
was-
Heavy K or something.
It was Heavy
I don't
K?
know.
Mine was
The
Ricky Rick.
drums.
It was beautiful.
It was crazy.
I was beautiful.
Like, the
That's
green
when I
tent,
realized
the
this
green
is my
tent.
this is my
Right before
Steve.
he
I
died.
remember my first was the one that we did with
Oh, we did a podcast from there.
we
yeah?
did a podcast. What's his
Yeah.
name? The guy with the voice, Questa.
Questa.
Questas.
Yeah.
Where we interviewed
That's what I was
Questa.
Yes.
I feel like I've been to
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Well, for the both of
actually
you,
Questa.
we're starting with her,
Yeah.
because she's the prettier one. What's your most memorable
Connect.
Livingston.
Connect? Was it Livingston?
Last year, Livingston, October.
What happened?
Dog. XA, we're on a boat.
Did you do anything illegal?
Well, shh. No. No, I did not.
Wink, wink.
But it was just an experience. Like I went on a train. Like
On
a
the
train.
Like a
Me,
real
I've never,
choo-choo?
like a real choo-choo. Like a real actual train. I was so bang. I've never been on it. And it was moving.
A bang
moving
means
train.
scared.
And it was beautiful inside.
Yeah, we need a translator which just speaks.
Yes, of course.
I hate your story.
It's okay.
Sorry, it's just
Be
how I
you.
talk.
Look at the coolest one
You
on
know,
set.
like everyone
Right?
says,
At this
be
point.
yourself. I'm
We've
being
got
myself.
all people like Kalenga here. We need
Yeah, me, I'm
like
young.
subtitles.
Exactly.
I'm young and turned, sorry.
Yeah,
No
that's
cap.
cool.
No cap. No
So-
cap.
No cap.
Right. So
Elsa, do you want to
as you
translate
were,
that?
but the no cap.
Yeah.
It means she's not lying.
All right, cool.
So
The age is showing.
As you were?
So sorry. But yeah, it was a great experience because, like I said, like with Jameson, like it's all about experiencing new things, new people, and everything. So for me, I got to experience the train, for example. I got to we stayed there for 2 days, and it wasn't even like you're partying till early mornings. It was reasonable, you know, like at 21, cut off, you can go do your thing, come back in the morning at 11, 10, and it's like it was just really, it was different.
That's
it was
dope.
different. It was like for real experience.
my dad, the PG version, please.
You've got so much confidence in me. I love it. So my favorite of moment. Okay, first of all, let me shout out to the Livingston Connect. The Livingston Connect was different. Yeah, because we had to travel all the way to Livingston, stay there for 2 days, be accommodated. There was different events in between the Connect. Like while we had the Connect, the Radisson Blue cruise ship comes and you jump on, you go on like a little cruise thing, you come back, continue, and the following day, same thing happens. You partying, they tell you, hey, the buses are here, we're going on a train ride. We got to the train ride all the way to the Victoria Falls, the bridge, is that what it's called?
The bridge, yeah.
And
On the
back,
train, yeah.
and it was just like a whole beautiful experience. But mine still stands out even up to now. I don't know if it's because Ricky Rick is gone. Yeah, there was a moment when Ricky Rick was on stage at the Connect and he separated the crowd, right? And it was like there was
Moses
group
spotting the
A
Red Sea.
and group B. And then he went to this side and you know that we want the whole thing. And everybody just went crazy. Then he went to test the crowd on the other side, right? And then he asked, what type of girls do I have here? And they're like, Ngoni, Bemba. And then he hit Bemba. And then you know that Ricky Rick song, the Malama Zulu girls. Yeah, you know. Oh. Then he replaced Zulu with Bemba. And it was like, Demalama Bemba girls. And we went nuts. It was just bananas. It was so beautiful.
Oh, you were part of the Bemba girls.
Because I'm Bemba and I love the Bemba girls.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right. That was dope.
It was
Why
really-
are you looking at me
it
like
was-
that, Kalenga? Shambatu.
Guys, how can we see more of this on social media? What are the social media handles that we can see more, of the Jameson
this.
Connect?
More of
Yeah,
this,
let's start with.
What are the social media handles for our viewers of that
You got a little
podcast?
too much
DJ
beard for me.
Eartha for me.
Not for you.
The DJ.Eartha for me. And then I have a personal blog at Megan Mumba. Oops. Well,
That's a very expensive phone.
drops phone. But yeah, at Megan Mumba for my personal blog, which is like where I post like my life the most, what I'm doing on a daily basis. And then the page I have for the DJing is different. DJ.Eartha.
I thought
How to spell
Eartha
Eartha?
with an A, like EARTHA.
Earth with an A at the end.
Yes.
I like how you dress. You kind of like this hippie vibe.
Yeah. I get that a lot. Yes.
You get that a lot.
Yeah, I
Also, it's deliberate.
I mean, no. It's
like a signature look,
just,
yeah?
No, it's just I dress to be comfortable. I don't dress to outshine people. Like I just dress according to what I'm confident in and what will make me feel good at the time. Yeah, I don't want to be here and comfortable because then we show.
Right.
Like I just like to be me. I think it works.
Yeah.
does.
definitely.
And the Jameson handles? Social media?
It's just Jameson ZM.
Jameson ZM.
Yeah,
So check out Jameson
Zambia.
ZM.
If you like on okay, the hashtag is Jameson ZM, but then if you were looking for the actual Jameson page,
Is that the
it's
hashtag? Jameson Zedam?
Yeah.
That's the hashtag.
Yeah, that's the hashtag. And if you go on Instagram, it says Jameson ZAM, like ZAM, like an abbreviation, and you'll be able to find it. Yeah. For me, obviously, it's King_Medad on everything. And then, or you can just search Real Poppy, because I'll give you a build up.
Eh?
Huh?
Excuse me.
What?
No.
I'll give you a build up
Said,
of everything Jameson. You can find all the information because I like to document parts of my life and parts of
Every part of your life you document.
no.
Well, not every
I
part.
show you the good parts.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and then I usually document the journey to Jameson Connect, at Jameson Connect, and post Jameson Connect. So if you want to just like enjoy the experience without actually, but if you want to feel FOMO, watch me.
Right,
I will
cool
show
as
you why
hell.
you need to be there and why you need to be there next time and why you need to be there that other time.
Eartha, my dad, thanks a lot for coming through.
Appreciate
and
it.
13th
Having
April.
me.
Yeah, bo.
Zuri.
Yeah, bo.
Dun 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 dun.
It's already recording, bruv.
He's a hypnotist.
He's a hypnotist.
Biggie, biggie, biggie. Can't
we should
you
start with
see?
him.
Now he'll come on. He'll come on.
Yeah. Ah, man.
But you don't look like a hypnotist though.
That's good. I love that.
You look like a weed head.
I what?
A
Like you
weed
sell
head.
weed.
Like you sell weed. You've never been stopped by DEC. They're not doing their job then.
Dude. Imagine if DEC arrested people just based off the look.
Bruh.
You'd be arrested for porn dealing.
What, do I look like a porn star?
Gob, you want to answer this question? Not yet.
Look like a porn star to you?
People have suspected you.
Would you watch my tape if I made one?
No, never. But I've got some good news
Oh,
for
there's
you,
a
though.
but?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't watch, but I've got a recommendation. You know how they're always looking for
On
porn
porn?
stars? Yeah.
Okay.
Japan always has a shortage of porn stars.
They're racist though. I don't know if they want my BBC.
You never know.
But I love Japan. It's one of the places that I want to go to. The technology there is unmatched.
I keep seeing articles almost like one every 2-3 years about the porn star looking for actors because
The
there's
porn
always
star. The
yeah,
porn
because
industry.
you know how Chinese people are so rooted in their culture. They're very, very cultured people, very principled people, and porn is not really a thing that
And have you noticed how they blur out the private parts?
in porn.
In porn,
I
you have
know.
Have you ever watched like Chinese
No,
porn?
that's a lie. That's a lie.
Met that. Have you ever watched Chinese porn?
Yeah.
It's not
Have you
even
ever
porn
noticed
anymore.
how they like blur out?
It's always like the pixelated thing.
They pixelate the yeah.
What's the point then?
Use your imagination.
Why are they complaining about shortage of porn stars and say censor?
Use your imagination. You ain't never seen that?
No.
What kind of
Dude, I'm not that deep into porn, bruh.
Bruh, let me tell you, when I watch porn, by the time that I'm done, I've got 32 tabs open. I'm not the only one. You
No,
know,
but that problem is a universal problem.
right? You too?
Used to. I'll tell you why, dude, because you open one, it's not.
Right. You don't close it.
Maybe I'll have something better.
Right? You right click
And
and
then
you open a new tab.
wait, and then you find the one that you like.
Right.
I'll come back to this at the end.
I do the same thing. You know what the worst thing? You know, wait, hold on. You know what the worst thing, like, when you're watching porn and you're jerking off, right? And you're about to come, but then the scene
that
is
you want to work with.
is this. So either the guy's ass is on the screen or they're showing feet.
And it messes with your coming if the wrong thing.
Oh man.
I should have had my sunglasses on. These tears, bro. Oh, fam.
I promise you, the fact that you and I relate to this, I swear to God, any guy who's watching this will relate to exactly the same thing too.
Flipping hell, man. God, please make a short out of this one.
Oh man.
Somebody was asking on the socials why we wear our sunglasses and set. I was telling the guy the lights are bright when we set up.
And Gob is very brutal. He doesn't mess with that. Because people ended up complaining as well. Like if the lighting wasn't too good, people would complain like, we can only see your teeth.
Imagine how ugly Elson would be without this lighting. God
you
really works
imagine?
hard at making Elson look handsome on the screen. So
Those
thanks a lot to
hand
God for the lighting.
gestures and hard and
No, he's working hard.
Right.
Okay, after talking about porn and then he do this.
Oh man.
Fam.
Another one that we need to do. We haven't done this one in a while. We
it's
need
just
to
us?
get
Yeah.
back into the audio only. The amount of people that have been threatening me in the streets, bruh.
Yeah.
I've been having difficult conversations with people. They're threatening my life.
Over the audio only podcast.
Over the audio only. You know another person who's a big fan of this show? Shout out to Kudzai, the CEO for the Hilton.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've told you that, right?
Yeah.
Religiously watches this.
I remember we mentioned on last week's episode with Mordecai how we get surprise fans.
For me, he was, and the other one was Dr. Mumba. I think I told you that, right?
Nervous Mumba. Former vice president of the Republic of Zambia. I met a very old man, like really gray-haired old man yesterday with his wife, old wife as well. And they're like, we watch your podcast religiously, so beautiful.
What?
Oh, white old man, by the way.
And was the wife white as well?
No, the wife I think is about mixed race.
Right.
In Zambia, we can say colored, yeah. Yeah. We watch your podcast. I'm like, we need to watch our mouths in this podcast, bro.
Speaking of watching our mouths, you know, I'm kind of on the fence about this, and I wanted to give you a call so we speak about this. And this call, Meredith, I don't know if this mic can reach you because I also want your opinion on this.
So long enough, Cable.
So,
just make sure it's on before you start speaking, eh?
So it's you know it's kind of getting to a point where, in as much as I really want to be myself.
Yeah.
Which I've said over and over again, it kind of feels like there are so many people that are like me, but when the cameras come on, they stop being themselves and they
But
become.
it's hard to know who the real you is as well. I'll explain. Finish.
Tell me, no, go ahead, tell me.
This nigga, he rarely curses when we're together. And then when the cameras are on, all of a sudden the F words start coming out.
That's actually true.
Sorry?
That's actually true.
So I don't know who the real Elson is now. You know what I mean?
But then again, it's about expression. If I need to curse, I would. I don't know. I don't consciously say, okay, so now I want to.
It just slides.
Oh my God.
It just slips.
But anyway, the point that I'm about to make is this. I kind of feel like I'm gonna have to change who I really am and tone it down.
Wait, who are you really?
Who I have always been for the last, how many episodes have we done?
This is 117 now.
That's who I've been. But then it kind of feels like that's too raw for people to accept. Because, you know, I get, not that it affects me, it really doesn't. But, you know, I get people come to me and they say, you know, I was in a salon and people were talking about you. And the way that they described me is always how people have described me, not to me, but to other people that don't know me.
Right.
And it kind of feels like it is very difficult for people to embrace that people are different. Somebody can be honest and say exactly how they think, and it's when you do that people don't like that. It makes people a little uncomfortable. So I consciously made the decision that I am going to be the watered down version of me.
No, don't do that.
I'm not going to say what I think. I am going to be politically correct. Then that way,
It kills the whole essence
Wouldn't that
of...
change
no,
everything?
I get it, but at what expense though? Because now it kind of feels though like my name is being dragged every single time at the risk of being myself. I can be myself.
I hear you.
Around everybody else. The people, you've been to my house. He's been to my house. The people that have been to my house, they know who I am and we get along because we're like-minded. But when I'm speaking here now to thousands of people and some that are, I'll give you a very good example. On the Mordecai episode.
Yeah.
So normally I watch when it premieres. And there were 2 or 3 people that said, Elson is bitter. And in my mind, I'm thinking, when you think this through, this kid is 22 years old. I got way more money than this kid. I'm in a much better life. Point in life. I don't have any reason to be bitter. What makes a person reach to the conclusion that because I asked them tough questions means that I am bitter? So I figured, you know what? Let me...
I think just if I could run to your defense on that one.
Yeah.
When Mordecai just started hitting, Kazadi called us. Remember? Mm-hmm. Mordecai was supposed to be on this podcast about 8 or 9 months ago.
I remember that.
Yeah. Well, he called me and he explained something about Mordecai. He said, Mordecai is not yet ripe for the industry. I don't want Mordecai to go on TV. I don't want Mordecai to go on radio. I would love Mordecai to come through your hands first. You guys should sort of bake him a little bit before he gets on to other platforms where he's going to be interviewed.
I remember that.
Because Audi said the way you guys ask questions is just different. So I'd like Mordecai to pass through that. And I believe Mordecai was brought on the podcast for that particular reason, to prepare him for even tougher interviewers out there.
And this is why Kazari
You know what I mean?
also felt he could go on Showstars podcast.
Yeah.
Because, no offense, that's soft. And he wasn't ready for us because of the type of questions we asked.
Yeah.
And after the episode, Kazari even said, we brought him on now because we felt he was now ready for the episode.
Yeah.
And for this podcast. So, still goes back to my point, which is I kind of feel if you really are who you are, the Kalinga I know.
Dude, what do you mean? I'm the same person everywhere.
Please, did you zoom in on that?
I'm the same person.
You zoomed in on that, right?
Gob, aren't I the same person everywhere? Gob? It's month end, careful what you say.
So, what episode is this?
117. Ah, dude, by the
Totally
way,
different Elson you'll find
in the next episode.
from the next episode moving forward.
But didn't he say this 10 episodes ago saying, I'm changed, you never hear me cursing, I'm gonna be one? He managed for 2 episodes.
No, do you know why?
Yeah.
That is because I wanted the urban evangelist to come on. And then after I was about to curse, and after I realized,
She's not
hold on,
coming.
I'm not gonna kiss ass, then I was like,
Yeah, she told us I'm
Effort.
coming tomorrow, then the following day she changed her mind.
I bumped into her in a restaurant. And she had like a whole slew of her friends there, and they all watched the podcast. And they agreed for her to come on. And the day before we were supposed to shoot, she calls me and she starts quoting the Bible. She says, oh, my spirit. I'm like, the only spirit I know is Jameson. Wait, Jameson is a spirit, right?
Yeah, speaking of spirit, I thank the Holy
a
Spirit,
spirit, right?
for...
What is this? What are spirits?
It's a spirit. It's a whiskey. It's a spirit. It is a spirit.
It's a spirit, no? Yeah. Made that nigga. You are the ambassador.
It evaporates. It's a spirit.
Look at him walking away.
Dude, and we'll come to that. I was saying thanks a lot for the Holy Spirit. Thanks a lot to God. I am a father for the 3rd time in my household. Thank you.
Please
Thank
have
you.
an applause, ladies and
Thank
gentlemen.
you.
Let's go.
Thank you.
This man right here, this past week, he has proved that contraception doesn't work.
Yes.
He
I
has-
can tell you that with confidence.
Yes.
Contraceptive pills, guys, let's not trust those things.
He has welcomed a healthy, bouncing
Baby girl. Yeah.
called Elson.
We actually named her yesterday.
What's your name, man? Elson?
Her name is Watela.
the Huna?
Watela. It's my language. It's a Lunda name.
What's Watela?
Watela means to God be the glory. Glory be to God. Worthy is God. God is worthy, sorry. And yeah. So this has been a happy week for me.
Imagine if she turns out to be a stripper with a name with God in it.
Nah, that's not happening, bro. We had the pastor praying for her yesterday. It was such a beautiful event.
Oh, that's
We
beautiful.
named her after 7 days. So I did like Jewish people. Waited 7 days and
Who
gave her
named
a
her?
name. So it was me bouncing names off the pastor. Like I'll give him the English version of what I want, and he would translate into local language.
So not your wife.
No, I wanted a Lunda name. She's not Lunda. I wanted a Lunda name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who named your other 2 kids?
I named the first one and the last one. My wife and her mom named the second one.
That's my favorite, right?
Yeah, but don't say that out loud.
Why? I told you I am real.
We don't pick favorites when it comes to
do.
children.
It's not my kid.
This nigga's a dick, I swear. Anyway, so
How does it feel, man?
and I like, you know what I think I like about the new one?
Tell me.
Unlike the other two,
She's got a new baby smell?
that too, she doesn't cry at night like the others used to. She'll wake up, she'll whine a bit, but the moment you just give her milk, blacks
That's
out
it.
again. That's it. Till morning.
Put the microphone on.
Till morning.
I want to ask you and Mike.
Okay.
You don't have kids, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
And wait.
Hold on.
I'm still telling you things about this baby because
Please go
I'm
ahead.
very. It's an exciting moment for me, guys. Sorry, it never gets old. Even on the 3rd child, it still feels brand new. Gob, you'll know this in a few months. Do you know how when the baby's born, the vaccines, injections, whatever? This one didn't cry. Most shocking thing in the world.
This baby's a psychopath. I'm telling you this now.
Dude, an injection and the baby doesn't cry. And she looks at the doctor like,
What are you doing?
Like a demon looks at the pastor, right? Nah, I'm messing with you. Now people are gonna attack me.
you were saying you
people
were
are gonna
trying
attack
to-
me. Listen, this man here has got 3 girls.
Yep.
Now, please tell me what that means.
It just means he's a man with 3 daughters.
Okay, Mike, what do you think it means before I tell you what I think? Please pass Mike the microphone. When a man has got that many
please tell us,
girls.
Austin, what does that mean?
No, I will
like to.
after Mike's guess.
Would we say the mother has got stronger genes?
No. It means you're a hule.
No.
In your previous life.
This Negro. I know, that's what people say.
That's what it means.
What are we saying about Barack Obama?
He was you didn't hear about stories about Obama? Nigga, that nigga was a hoe. It means you're a hoe.
So, I've got a son and 3 girls.
Okay, you hardly talk about your son though.
I talk to you about him with
who?
you.
Yeah, that's my
a lot.
point.
Yeah.
That's why I say the calling on the camera. This is why I don't want to mention
Dude,
things
listen,
until
I
you
had
do.
him before I was married.
No, I understand.
Whenever we have our conversation,
Kalenga,
talking about what's
listen,
happening in my home, right?
Let me tell you something. There's a reason why you and Komba do not want to be interviewed by me. It is for the same reason. Do you know what that reason is?
What's the reason?
What's the reason now?
Because I know too much about the both of you. So the thing is, I might want to genuinely ask you a fun question,
You know who else?
but then unintentionally
You
say
slip in
something that
something.
I shouldn't say.
You know who else has daughters only? Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Are you gonna bring any whole story about him as well?
He's a hoe. Listen, I don't care what examples you're going to give me. God gave you 3 daughters because he saw what you're doing to other people's daughters.
You haven't done anything to other people's daughters? Don't you do things to other people's daughters every night?
These allegations? Me? These
gosh,
allegations.
I love-
Club, do you hear this?
Look at Gob trying to run away from you.
Hey,
Look at Gob trying to hide in his public. It's embarrassed for you.
every time you come to my house, aren't I alone? Sir?
Yeah, you are.
See?
Yeah, but every time I leave your house,
I'm alone too, apart from the cockroaches in there.
this one's going. Remember that song by Denzimas? This one's going in. The other one's going out. Dude, speaking of podcasts, I love podcasts so much. Yesterday, where were we? Remember how my dad, the past 2 weeks, has been talk about the government regulating podcasts? Yesterday.
Yeah.
We were
Dude, was
invited.
that like a denial by the government saying they never said?
Let me tell you, the Minister of Information and IBA.
We were there
Were
with
there.
them yesterday.
People were waffling, going around in circles. They were scared to ask them direct questions until Kaling and I got there. And we said, listen, we only want to know
One question.
an answer to one question. Do podcasts need a license or not? You know how like when you're trying to fuck a girl and then she's waffling, she's like running around and you're like, listen, are we fucking or not? So I asked her, do we need a podcast? Do we need a license or not?
That's what I was saying a minute ago. Anyway,
No, I did that when I was
It's not possible
like,
to regulate this man's mouth.
hey, guess what they said?
What did they say?
you know what they said yesterday? Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there a circular or a statement that was put up saying IBA?
But was that proof it came from IBA? Was
Yeah,
this,
but then again, we're not sure if it came from
just
IBA,
putting
right?
out that info? Because it was everywhere on social media, yes. But then, are we sure it actually came from them?
We don't
That's
know.
the thing. We don't know.
We don't know. However, their answer to the question that we asked them is the same answer Kalenga gives when he's offered a new vagina. They said no.
What? So they said the information came out when they were at Mulungushi International Conference Center, right? They were, I think, discussing the IBA Act, which was first put in place in 2002, but has not been changed in over 22 years. Now,
So the definition of
yeah, there's a definition of broadcasting has changed over the years. It has evolved. And also, when that act was put in place, the IBA Act, there was only radio and TV. So when TV stations that are online blunder, the IBA cannot touch them because they're not, you know, they
don't fit the description
Wait,
of
side
what.
note, if there were to start, like we are supposed to acquire licenses, do we pay the same price as a broadcasting network?
Good question.
They're saying they're not doing yet. So they can't even talk about those figures. But the IBA Act, so we'll give an example of TV stations like Spring TV, the now defunct Spring TV. When Spring TV blundered on the news saying Mabumba, the Minister of Education then, he was Minister of Education, right? He was, right?
Committed suicide.
Yeah. When Spring TV reported that he had committed suicide, if it was a TV station, they were able to get that license and close down that TV station. But seeing as Spring TV was only on Facebook and YouTube, it was untouchable. So it's those issues now that have had the Ministry of Information and IBA thinking of adjusting the IBA Act to now encompass some of these other platforms that have sprung up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Which
a rumor from that room now
Is what went
viral saying, no, IBA is just not happy with Emmanuel Mwamba's podcast, so they're now going to start licensing podcasts. They're saying how that information got out and started spreading that way, they're also not sure. But all they were talking about was the act. How the Emmanuel Mwambas came in, that podcast came in, they said, no, we didn't even talk about that in the meeting, bruh.
But considering they're talking about it, it could be something on the way.
Listen, it'll be impossible to regulate. Not impossible, it'll be difficult.
Yeah, very difficult.
It'll be very difficult. Because once again, I asked the question to say, okay, so if you need a license, right, for a podcast, and then I gave an example to say, what then happens if a podcast, which is intended for Zambian viewers, is being recorded in South Africa? So we're not recording it in Zambia, we're recording it outside, and we put it on the internet, but Zambians watch it. Do I need a license at that point? Because essentially, by that definition, it means MacG
should be banned in Zambia.
should be banned in
And
Zambia.
should pay for a license in Zambia.
So it's pretty interesting to see how they're going to...
And even if they manage, you know, the thought I had about this was, even if they manage to regulate, whenever you start regulating something heavily or make it illegal, you actually make it more popular.
True.
Talk about
that's very wise.
Prohibition in the
It's,
United States from 1920. People drank more alcohol when they were told not to drink alcohol. You ban podcasts, people are going to consume more podcasts. You know what I mean?
What's this white lady? There's this white lady. It's actually now termed.
Maybe
her name begins with an
ban
M.
podcasts in Zambia.
Because it might just be lucrative, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which lady is this?
She's an actress, a white lady. Her name starts with an M. I forget, but it's called. But her name is her name Effect, where she was. I think you know what I'm trying to say, right? You know her, where she did not want people either to take pictures of her house or something, and it made people want to do that more.
Yes. Not the Streisand effect.
I think it's her. It must be her.
It should be.
Do you know about this?
I remember that story very, very well. Yes, this is the Streisand effect. The Streisand effect is an unintended consequence of attempts to hide, remove, or censor information where the effort instead backfires by increasing public awareness of that information. Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand.
Yep,
Yeah.
Streisand effect. Dude, before we get back to our points, we've got a hypnotist in the house.
You want to come through?
Alex, you want to come through? Now, hypnotism in this country, I think... Yeah, it's coming on screen, yeah. Yeah, it's coming with that mic. Dude, what do you think about hypnotism? Is it like something that scares you? Do you also think it's something spiritual?
Because it's heavily misunderstood, I kind of feel like it's something that people think hypnotists can use to their advantage. Get information out of you. Yeah.
I love that you said that because most people don't know that if you don't want to be hypnotized, you can tell me consciously, like with your mouth, your voice, I want to be hypnotized, but inside, if you're saying it's not gonna work, obviously it's not gonna work. I can't force anyone to be hypnotized. It's a rapport thing that I build. So there's two sides to the way I do my hypnosis. If it's therapy, it's more. I have to
hold the mic close to your mouth.
I have to be. Yeah, I have to have a relationship with the person. So the first sessions, I never put someone in a trance. I would talk to them, know more about them. Then when it gets to that point, it's very easy for me to hypnotize them. But when it comes to performance, it's not really. I use things called induction. So what an induction is, it's a quick way to catch someone's focus. And most people have a misconception that no, with hypnosis, I can say, Kalenga, when you sleep, you withdraw all your money from your account. And no.
But can you do that though?
Yes, I can.
Have you done that?
No, I never want to use it for evil.
No, well, not to say you did that to actually rob, but to prove that you can.
To prove that I can. No.
So how do you know you can do it?
No, I'm just that good. I'm just okay. There's situations I've had with hypnosis where I discover I can do certain things that I love to watch a lot of hypnotists and different types of hypnotists and what they do. So when I end up trying, it works because it's essentially okay. Let me break it down like this. As we are speaking right now, we are communicating with our conscious mind. When we go in the school of psychology, we have this conscious mind and the subconscious mind. When you sleep, you're able to dream. You see dreams vividly. That's your subconscious mind. That's the power it has. Same thing with hypnosis. When I hypnotize someone to see their favorite celebrity.
You're speaking to their subconscious mind.
Yes, exactly. So it can be, I tell you to be stuck. When I wake you up, even though I've woken you up, you'll be stuck. Your conscious mind is always stronger than your subconscious.
I won't be able to walk after hypnotism.
No. What it is I'll tell you to sleep. Maybe for 5 seconds and say your legs are stuck. Immediately I snap you out and you wake up. And if I say your legs are still stuck, you'll be awake like this, but your legs will still be stuck.
Sounds like witchcraft, man. I don't know what the hell you think.
I was hoping to hypnotize also, but now I'm scared for him.
You're scared? No, we can try.
No, can you hypnotize Kalenga?
Willingly, if he's willing to be hypnotized.
Let's continue the presentation, Mike.
There's a few nice. Okay, I'll do that. I'll ask him questions. I'll ask him questions. Can you hypnotize him? There's a few things about Kalenga that I would like to know.
Okay.
So can you hypnotize him?
Yes, I can hypnotise him.
You want to be hypnotized?
I'll take the risk. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Can we get the horns there, please? Can we get the horns?
Crazy. So,
bruh, because if you're a fake, we're going to know, because this guy can't pretend for shit.
No, so what it is it's based on what I was saying again. He has to be completely...
Stop giving excuses,
Okay. Let's get it on. So, take your hand and put it on the table like this. So I'm trying to it's an imagination game we're starting with. So what you do is focus anywhere. It could be the nail.
Wait, am I going to fall when I block out?
No.
No, you're good.
No.
You're good.
Don't be scared.
It'll be good content though.
So what you have to do is don't pay attention to anyone. Don't distract him. So what you have to do is focus at one point. It could be your knuckle. It could be your nail. Just look at that point. Mm-hmm. And at this point in time, what I want you to do, as you're looking at that point, now just listen to my voice. Zone out everything. Listen to my voice. The point you're looking at, I want you to start feeling some type of pressure at that point. You don't have to tell anyone what it is. Just think about that point. Look at the point. So I'll give you a count from 5 going to 1. Mm-hmm. As we go from 5 going to 1, you feel some pressure start to build in your hands. We'll start with your fingers. So from the point you're looking at, I'll start from 5. So I want you to take the pressure you're feeling from wherever you're feeling it. Just let it arouse your fingers. Let it go to your fingers. And on 4, let it increase even more. And 3, let it come to your palm. And your finger, you notice how heavy your fingers and your hands feel.
I'm not feeling anything yet.
You're not feeling anything yet. You're still, you're thinking too much. I need you to relax.
Can you stop taking videos?
Okay, look. For us to
I'm failing to focus.
For us to do this, you have to be completely focused because the idea, I'll give you a definition of hypnosis. Mm-hmm. It's a heightened state of focus.
Okay.
So as I'm hypnotizing you, try to not get distracted.
Stop taking videos. I'm getting distracted.
There are 3 cameras taking videos here.
Okay, so wait.
Different.
Can we try this? Can I hypnotize him off? Then I come here and switch him off easily.
Who?
Because him. Like we step off just by the table there. When we're done, we can roll the cameras.
That's fine, mate. That you can come here in the meantime.
No, let's do it. Let's do it. I'll focus. Let's go.
Come. I want to to get all the attention away from me. So that was just the two of us. When I program you in a trance, it will be easy to make you sleep.
Program me.
Yeah, let's go there.
I'm gonna become a machine now.
Let's go there.
Go. Medad.
Let's go.
Come through my gym. This will be content gold. Kalenga gets hypnotized live on the podcast.
Program, is it? This is becoming my second home.
Yeah, it is, man. It is, man. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna send to you some talking points that I had sent to Kalenga,
Oh, okay.
so you and I can expand a little more about these. Medad. Okay, there you go. Who took your photos?
Huh?
Like your profile picture? Who?
Milton. So it's Mill Photography.
Milton.
Yeah.
Is he the guy that worked with Tony?
Yeah. I think they still do even.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Tony's pretty dope.
You can tell like it trickled down to Milton as well because
Yeah,
brilliant.
you can tell there's
Yeah.
there's a detail.
Yeah, there's a certain eye.
And it's gotten too busy. See, the one thing that I don't like about Tony is he'll take your photos, but this guy will take 3 years to give you your photos back.
Are you sure? I don't think so.
I swear to God. Anyway,
Do you know I was the first guest here? Wasn't Tony the first guest on the podcast?
He was.
He
Yeah,
was,
he was.
yeah?
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
shout out, Zankomako. Shout out,
Yeah.
shout out.
all right. So, my man, let's get
okay.
right into this.
This is interesting.
Did you see the fucking debacle that happened with the royal family?
About, yeah.
About
Oh,
Kate.
there was that video that people are thinking it's not her. Did you see that video?
Let me tell you, I saw that. It started with the photos. So I've got my theory. And bear with me for a second. What do you call like when you make a deal with the devil, like to get riches? Ilomba. It's called ilomba.
What?
When you make a deal, like when you go to a witch doctor to get shit that will get you rich.
Yeah. What are you looking for? The vernacular name?
Yeah, the vernacular name.
Is there like a term for that in vernacular?
Ilomba.
Ilomba is like.
So what's the one that you do to get money?
Oh, so like in essence, there's those snakes thing. What do you call them?
Yeah.
But that's not it.
So what do you call like when they
Ilomba.
give you a snake that spits out money and stuff?
But the Ilomba
Ilomba, isn't What is because Ilomba can't be for just one thing, which is protection. I mean, even like if you want to get rich, is it?
I also didn't know. And
So here's my theory. I feel the queen Ilombad. I think so. Because
so
let
now
me tell
because
you,
that she's gone now, they started to
because when you do that, right?
Ilombad.
If you die without passing that thing on to somebody else, because you're supposed to feed the goblin.
Yeah.
You're supposed to feed it. So if you die without passing it on to somebody else, either number one, it will begin to kill off people, or as it goes away, it takes its power and
with
wealth with it.
you're not going to get into the UK. But they're so locking you out.
No, that's my theory. Is Lizzie a Lombard?
I don't think so.
Because ever
I
since
feel like
she
they're just
died, ever since she died, all this shit's been happening.
Yeah.
The king has got cancer.
It could be karma for all the the
Or
oppression.
like what they did to Diana.
All the oppression just in general. You just can't colonize us and get away with it. I said what I said.
Because the king has got cancer.
Yeah.
And initially with what's her name? Princess, is it Kate?
Yeah.
Because initially, okay, so for those that may not be in the know, so she underwent abdominal surgery in December.
Yeah.
And nobody saw or heard from her since. And there was wild speculation. Other people were saying she was dead. Other people were saying she had divorced from William. And to quell all these rumors, they decided to release a photograph.
Yeah.
Gob, I'll give you the photograph for you to put on the screen. They released a photograph on Mother's Day. Except the photograph was photoshopped.
What? Because the story started after the photograph, right? And then there was that second video that came out
Of
where
them walking
they
out
were
of a farmer's market.
and then there was like this height difference.
Right.
She wasn't walking the same. The
Right.
step changed.
Right.
And then people started to speculate, saying it could be like just a double.
Right. And they released this photograph of William and her, like a really grainy photograph of them in a car, but then she's looking away from the cameras. And then now eventually she comes out and she says, oh, I got cancer. Hey, it's not funny anymore because now I wanted to make fun of it, but now I cannot. But now my question is, if she had cancer, why not say that from the get?
No, but then the royal family has got all of these protocols. I don't think they can just up and just tell you information.
The king has got cancer and they told us right from jump.
Did they?
They did. They didn't Photoshop the king.
There's more. There's probably more that's happening, and they didn't want it to be in the public eye.
Hey, man, there's a lot that's happening with that family. Actually, my sister is there, and I really wanted to go there in December.
You're not going to go now.
Nah, clearly not.
Yeah, not going. I'm sorry.
They're like, now we heard what you said about
Yeah,
Lizzie.
what did you say? What do you...
Now what do you want here? You came to Ilomba as well. Man, but that's been wild.
Oh, speaking of the other prince, did you hear Donald Trump said when he gets president he might...
Oh, yeah, he wants to check out Harry.
Why is Donald like that? Yo.
Did you say that Harry was also named in a lawsuit?
Wait. Is it another one of those texts, like the one you received earlier?
No, so you remember the guy that sued Diddy? You remember the guy that sued Diddy?
Uh-huh.
The producer.
Yeah.
Saying Diddy wanted to...
Wait, is he
to
also...
F him? Huh?
Is it is Prince... Because Prince Harry used to, like... Is it... Who's the other guy? The what's this? The redhead?
William?
Yeah, William. He used to party a lot back in the day.
No, it's Harry that used to party.
Is Harry?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I think so. He's the one that wore the Nazi suit.
Okay, that family is interesting. It's quite an interesting family, to say the least.
So now, here's what's interesting, because now we transition into Diddy. So now, in the lawsuit, you know the guy that I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The guy that sued Diddy. He mentioned a bunch of people in his lawsuit.
Yeah, that's why Meek Mill was named as well.
That's when Meek Mill was named. One of the people that he named was a white dude who said that person carried drugs and guns for Diddy, a white guy. He named him in the lawsuit, right? Tell me why. So you saw the raid at Diddy's house.
Yeah.
Both his houses.
Uh-huh.
One in Miami, one in LA.
Yeah.
So while his house was being
He
raided...
dipped. He had
Diddy
inside
was on
information.
No, hold on. He didn't dip. Because Diddy had two jets. The one jet went to an island. And he was on the second jet on the tarmac when customs got onto that jet and searched everybody on the jet. Tell me why the same white guy who was named by that dude was caught with cocaine and guns.
It's getting really...
It gives a bit of credibility to that guy's lawsuit now.
Yeah, true. Did he do it?
I know did is in his name. Nah, he's fucked. He's not bouncing back from this. And I
Did
saw
you see that video of Diddy like walking around at the airport, just like strolling,
that's the
doing
one.
back
That's when
and
they were
forth?
searching his jet. He looked so defeated, didn't he?
Yeah, he was just like, this is a billionaire working like this now. He's just like...
And he sold Revolt now?
To a named buyer.
Yeah.
What do you think he sold the shares?
Because he needs the money?
Doesn't he have like the racks already?
Not with all these people that are popping up. And him having like his lawyers on speed dial.
It's getting wild for Diddy.
Eish, man. This guy's the new Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, and when they start coming, they never stop. So until...
That's what
but
she said.
Do you think they would actually get to a point where they would arrest Diddy with all his like influence and money?
They would not have been given a warrant to go and search his house. Because you know how difficult it is for law enforcement to get a warrant?
Yeah,
Because they have to convince the judge.
something.
They have to convince the judge. Because the judge is just not going to say, okay, I'm going to give you a warrant to go to Meda's house. You have to have like a lot of reason that you give to the judge. The judge goes through it and says, yeah, well, I think you got a point there. Yeah. And these guys are not going to waste their time by just like bomb rushing your house.
Yeah, like, good. Do you know what's currently happening on that side?
Yeah, I can hear that. He sounds like a pastor though.
Yeah, because he's playing with the subconscious. Do you believe in hypnosis?
In what?
Do you think that would actually work?
If it works on Kalenga, then it definitely does.
Oh, and he was talking about like how he can like remove certain aspects from your subconscious. Like if you have like an addiction or you're traumatized, yeah, he could help.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I remember I was telling him, like right now when I drive, I'm afraid of like the what do you call the sidewalk, and the drain system.
So he says you can remove that from your
So
subconscious?
he told me he could possibly remove that from my subconscious.
Hey,
and then I
man.
would forget all the trauma I had after that flip.
But now imagine if you forget how to have sex.
How did your brain take you there?
I almost brought that into the conversation.
Oh, but then...
What he's saying.
Wait, let me give you the mic.
It's like riding a bicycle, you can't forget.
You can't forget anything about it.
How?
Subconscious.
Oh, that would be a weird experience.
Because he won't tell you what the side effects are. So it was like I can remove your fear of heights.
Yeah.
But then imagine if that also goes with like I don't know. Something else.
Oh, I think that. Did it work?
It didn't work, did it?
Did it work?
Not yet.
The same? He looks the same.
He was gone. He's been gone for. I think you guys are watching. He's been gone for a bit. How long did that feel?
Wait, like he was out? Was he out?
Wait, can you get the mic closer to them? Because I wanna hear this conversation.
Dude, let's go back.
Okay, he can come back.
Aenda.
Somebody wants to dig some shit out of me.
Now everything about you I need to, oh sorry, can you have the other mic? Sorry. My man, a hypnotist. Can you get that? So tell us, how did it go? Don't lie.
That's still going.
Right now?
How did it feel?
Do you feel anything?
How did it feel?
No, not yet.
Mic is off.
Oh, how did it feel?
It's off. It's off. Oh, that's off.
Yeah, we're good now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So in terms of, we started with the suggestibility test.
Yeah,
In
trying to
terms
work
of
the power
that,
of suggestion on me. Yeah.
yeah. How did that feel? Because for me to be able to hypnotize, you have to get to your suggestion, and you started becoming very engrossed in it, and at a point you actually fell into a trance. I'm not sure if you noticed, but these guys were watching. It was very short.
Yeah.
But you were able to. How did that feel?
But I was hearing everything.
Exactly. People think when you're hypnotized, you're dead. No.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna go to like a sunken place. I don't know what the hell is happening. I wake up
No.
naked.
So did you get anything out of him?
No. What I was basically trying to do is get him into a state where it's easy for me to hypnotize him. But
Or maybe I'm not ready.
no, maybe
Oh, you're
I'm not-
stubborn.
Yeah, he's being a bit stubborn. He's being a bit stubborn.
Yeah.
So it's
I don't want else
completely
asking me
about.
shit.
Okay, what you should do is follow my TikTok. When you watch my TikTok, you see. It's easier for when someone comes and they're excited about hypnosis. I want to try. It's very easy for me to work with. But if I'm working with someone who like
Yeah, maybe I'm a bit guarded.
Yes, yeah, like I'm working.
'Cause
Like,
no one else will ask me shit.
like this guy spoiled it for you when he came here. It's like if this guy makes you see a pig as a chicken, from that he started hardening your mind and trying to tell you that no, each time he snaps, which isn't true, you always see.
I don't believe you can come out of those trance.
No, you can.
Kalenga, I don't need hypnosis to ask you anything that I don't already know.
Yes, like his pin.
I don't need to know his pin. He's got no money.
And yet I'm buying lunch here today.
What lunch are you buying? When was the last time you bought lunch?
What? No, but I want to try with you as well. I would like the opportunity because you could be a better subject than he was.
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
know? Listen,
It's about.
do you know how many marriages will end?
I love that. No, but it's very good to try because I wouldn't with hypnosis. Even if I was to tell you, no, tell me your side chick. If you will still be conscious enough to know that this I don't know. It's a suggestion, so you have the opportunity in your mind to say no or yes to it. That's why it's called a suggestion.
Do you go for training for this? Like,
Yes, you do. I have my international hypnotherapy certificate from IMOCare. It's a university in India where they just do psychology. They do basically therapy. They teach different types of therapy. For me, it was a thing where I started off as a card magician. I would do magic, post videos.
Is that really magic though? Or is just
No.
card
It's card tricks, illusions, and you get so good to a point where it looks like people think you're doing.
I'm
witchcraft.
inviting you to my next games night. I think this guy would be a good addition to
and bet on him, eh?
Please.
Yeah, I mean, if it's got card tricks, it just might.
Hey, bruh, so this might sound illegal, right?
Counting cards?
Oh,
Worse?
like imagine if you could like hypnotize a chick, right?
No, there's okay. Let me explain a different thought of a different school of hypnosis. There's something called erotic hypnosis, where you can actually make someone orgasm without.
Have you done that?
Without, yes, I have to my lady. I had to try.
Are you dating?
I actually have a child with her. We have a girl. She's 6 months.
So did you guys have sex on
gonna say
purpose?
it's a whole as
Or did you?
No, we actually did. I think
Or you
we just
hypnotized her into it.
Into having sex with you?
No. Everyone, that's so crazy because everyone thinks that like, did this guy, and it's a situation where she's the one who asked me to, I kind of refused.
To hypnotize her?
No, the first 2 dates, I refused to go out with her. Like the first time it was
Why?
I was not in a space. I was focusing on myself. I came from a fucked up relationship. So I was trying to, then she we eventually got together, and people are like, did this guy hypnotize you? Because there's no way you're so in love with this dude. Now you guys have a kid together. Like there's a lot of, I get a lot of stereotype with it. No, what did you do to her? Did you hypnotize her to love you? I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that, guys. If she didn't want to love me, obviously she wouldn't. But I've done erotic hypnosis where I don't need to like penetrate
Erotic
to make her
penetrate.
come.
Tell us more.
So it's just basically.
Do you want him to erotically?
No.
Pay more attention than this.
Do you want him to?
Yeah, hypnosis is it's a broad spectrum type of therapy because you work with, it's not selective. I can work with any type of people.
Can we focus on erotic
hypnosis?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's not a problem. Actually, at games night, I wonder if you invite me. If you have some ladies over, I want us to try it on them.
Of course.
Yes. So,
what the fuck kind of question is that?
yeah. So,
I think it's gonna be a sausage
and
party.
for women, hypnosis is easier because their emotions as well. Women are hypnotized by words already. You can be lying to them, and they'll be there. Gone.
Man, this will be interesting. Mike, you're coming, right?
Yeah.
He's already coming right now.
Yeah.
With erotic hypnosis.
So it's the same thing I was doing to you, where I'm talking to you slowly. Eventually, what I make them do.
Wait, was that erotic hypnosis?
No. It's just the process is the same. It's just what I say that's different. So I'll be telling her, obviously, imagine your man in front of you, or imagine me shirtless in front of you, taking off. You actually hear her moan she's closed her eyes and she's moaning, and you get her to a point where she orgasms, and you have to stop her. Like it's crazy. Crazy, but now we gotta try this.
We need to master this skill.
But that's not even my favorite side of hypnosis. It's the therapy. I know you guys.
Look at this guy trying to be all goody on this show.
I know, right?
No.
Not my favorite thing.
No. I've done crazy things with hypnosis, like making someone give me their wallet, their pin. I can.
Do you know a guy called Darren Brown?
That's oh my god. Bro, can you shake my hand on that?
Will I get hypnotized?
No, you won't. You won't. That's a guy I built that guy showed that pastors can use hypnosis. They can frame hypnosis as having a gift and influence you to do certain things.
Let me tell you about Darren Brown.
Yeah.
And an episode that I watched. So Darren Brown got a bunch of people in a room, right? And he wanted to see if he could hypnotize people into robbing a bank. Now, the people that he selected, did you watch that episode?
I've watched all of it.
The people that he selected were very deliberate in the sense that they were not broke people. He selected people that were well off. Bank execs, company execs, and over a course of a couple of days would slowly begin to work the idea of taking money. So as he was doing his hypnosis and talking to these people, he deliberately would play a particular song. Whereas he was doing this, and these people didn't know they were being hypnotized, right? Yeah. He would play a particular song, and then he would create a color, like a green color, to make people hate the green color. You'll see where all this then fits in. So there were things that he was doing over like a couple of days. Yeah. And it then got to a point where after the hypnosis was done, he would then have a person walk down the street. he would see a cash in transit van, and he would see a guard holding money. And like that, a car would drive past playing that song. And the minute they hear that song,
Did they put in bank robber mode?
and guess what the color of the transit, the cash in transit van
green.
was?
It's green.
Was green. So the minute they saw the green van, the car with the song playing passed,
all the triggers in
it
there.
triggered that, and before you knew it, they grabbed a gun from the guard and demanded the money, and they would run off. Then the cameras would then come and then like get the guy. Then you get him into a tent and dehypnotize.
It's like you remove. It's basically removing someone from a trance. Yeah,
You need to watch that.
Yeah, it's
Darren
amazing.
Brown,
And
Darren Brown.
He actually, this is where I got the idea that you can, we lie as hypnotists sometimes, that we can make someone, we can't make someone do what they don't want. If I'm hypnotizing you 3 days consecutively to reach a point where I'm in your unconscious mind, if I tell you that shoot this, I give you a gun and say Elson is here. If he says the word fuck, shoot him. That's it. The trigger is fuck. You're gone.
Can we do that?
You're gone.
Just like in the leg, though.
So basically, what
think
you
you're
explain,
fine, innit?
those songs in the green car, those are triggers. So it's bringing even. I did so much research. I found that J.R.F. Kennedy's murder, the guy
Was hypnotized?
Yes, he was hypnotized. They got him at a spot one day, and his family till today they testify for him that this guy has never held a gun prior to that case and whatever. So they would hypnotize him and bring him to a spot every other day and program him. And the trigger was like, after you take the shot, you wait. He woke up and he didn't know anything. That's called hypnotic amnesia. So I can make you do something, and by the time I'm waking you up, you forget that you did everything that you did. Yeah, so it's called hypnotic
Nice to
amnesia.
have people commit crimes for you, especially in countries where they use lie detectors, whatever you call those machines.
And
Your thieves will go there and they'll be telling the truth and
I realized
pass all
that-
these things and you get away with crimes.
Yeah,
That's it.
I went so deep
need
in
this guy.
hypnosis that I followed some CIA and FBI videos where they are talking about this girl watched her father get murdered, like he was axed down, and when they're asking her, they got 10 suspects and they asked her to point. She was so traumatized that she couldn't say a word.
So they hypnotized
they
her?
brought in a hypnotist, a clinical hypnotist, put her in a trance, and she explained detail for detail exactly how her father was killed with no emotion on her face.
Alex,
Thanks a lot, my man.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
I need your phone number.
Yeah, please.
my leg got heavy at some point. He was suggesting to me that your leg is getting stuck to the ground, and I felt it at that point.
Exactly.
But I think I was zoning out because there was too much noise around.
Exactly.
So I was getting out of the...
we were getting there, but that's the whole idea. I think we should have a smaller interaction where we can
More quiet
just
space.
a quiet space
Away from Elson's camera and shit.
Yeah, perfect.
You know
Where
who I'm gonna send this video to? Huh?
who are you gonna say? Please, you should give him my number.
Alright, sure.
I'm going to.
You don't know who?
Wait, okay, we'll talk off camera.
Why off camera? Do you see what? Do you see this?
Do you want your house to be crowded this weekend?
With. We'll talk off camera.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
That's my WhatsApp number.
Have you already
Alex.
spoken about Chilewan and Yomat?
No, not yet.
Okay.
All right, my man.
Okay.
All
Thank you
cheers.
so much,
Just hand the
guys.
mic
Thank you
to
so much.
the guy
Cheers,
with the
my
beard.
man.
The only guy with the big beard in this.
Yeah, I think both those. That guy and Mike, because Mike is heavy into music.
Yeah.
You haven't been on the
Alex will
podcast
be in
yet,
touch
Mike, have you?
for this weekend especially. All right, yeah, no problem. Cheers. Chilewan is what? Well, by the time this airs, this will be like already in April. So, but then by the time we're recording this
This coming on
Chilewan
Tuesday.
and
No, Tuesday. It's not going to be in April. It's still going to be March.
you sure?
Second April.
It was 2nd April.
Oh, is it? When is
Yeah.
it? Whoa, shit.
This is showing on 2nd April.
Oh,
so by the time we're
damn,
talking about the Chilewan and Yomaps
Okay,
would have
Yomaps.
released their songs.
Can we predict who's going to have more views?
Yeah. By
Mike,
2nd
let's hear your prediction first. Who's going to have more views the first 24 hours?
Who has a bigger YouTube channel to start with?
Maps. What if they're doing a song together?
Yeah, what if they're
not.
doing a song together?
No, they're releasing a song. They're releasing a day
day
after.
apart.
A day apart.
Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe a song together could be with Mordecai because it's the same
I'm gonna
day.
say the most unpopular, and I'm gonna give you this again screenshot, Gob, so you put it on the screen. Do you know that YouTube views can be bought?
Stream House.
You know this, right? Kalenga, do you know this?
About it?
That YouTube views can be bought.
Yeah, I remember you showed me a website where we could do that
Yes.
from, yeah.
Let me tell you how you can. One of the ways you can tell. Do you know that YouTube has got a trending? If you look at the bottom of the screen, there are trending videos.
Yeah.
So if a video is being talked about or watched a lot, it'll be number 2 trending or number 1 trending or number 3 trending.
And also
If it's
growth. You
actually-
can tell if it's real numbers. The growth is like...
That is true.
But then
if
sometimes
a
you
video-
have 1 million in one day.
If
Like,
a
guy,
video
really?
has got 500,000 views in 24 hours, but it is not trending,
There's something wrong.
it means that video was not organically streamed.
It's engineered.
So I don't really buy the whole, we hit 1 million views in 48 hours. No. Not in this day and age of technology.
So, Mike, who do you feel is gonna... Okay, I think Yo Maps has a bigger fan base. I could be wrong.
Did you
when it
see-
comes to Zambian music,
But did you see on Facebook when they both announced on the same date?
yeah.
Chile One had more numbers.
Chile One had double the
Serious?
numbers
Yeah.
that Yo Maps did off their same
That's why I said I
announcement.
could be wrong because every time I say I don't know much about Zambian music, people think maybe I'm being snobbish or
You are
I
being
just
snobbish.
don't follow Zambian music that much. Not that I hate Zambian music. I listen to Zambian music and I'm usually late to the party. A song will hit on the 30th of March for me to probably touch my spirit 3 months later. You know what I mean? Like even Yo Maps pick it up. I started liking that song after 6 months and then I would play it every day. I'm just that
I'm
way.
the same way.
I'm just that way. I won't listen to it when it's
Mike,
out. I don't know
you're
why.
thinking, this guy won't stop talking.
That's a tough one. I think I'll go for Yo Maps.
You think Yo Maps? Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's got the numbers.
Made that?
Because of what's ongoing right now, because I feel like Zambians really have something to prove sometimes. And the way it's looking, I'm obviously like a fan of Yo Maps music. But I think,
The disciplinary committee.
I think Zambians right now are backing Chile One for some odd reason.
I would want to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, and
Not because they like him.
no, but his music is likable. Like,
No, I
He's
get it, I
He's a
get it.
likable guy as
yeah.
well.
He's a
yeah.
likable
but I
guy.
feel like
But if you
in as much
remember-
as I'm a fan of Yo Maps, I feel like Chile One will take the
If you remember, Chile One's surgeons was as a result of the disciplinary committee.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. The awards thing, yeah.
That was thing, yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to the music, I'm definitely like I will listen to Yo Maps song first. But on the day of release and who's gonna do more numbers, I feel like Chile One will.
This
Yeah,
sort
so numbers aside, who has better music?
of Yo Maps.
Yo Maps.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'd say Yo Maps as well.
Yeah.
But of course, people are gonna, when it comes to the numbers, they're gonna, like we said, side with Chilla One because of
No, Chile
this
One
one
has
has,
good
you know what I
music,
mean?
Yeah.
But Maps.
Maybe the question should be.
Maybe the question
Question
should be,
should be, who can you play for 1 hour continuously non-stop?
Yo Maps.
Can you drive to Cowboy listening to Chile One alone?
can you drive to Cabo listen to Chilla One alone?
Me?
I know one song by Chilla One, to be honest, guys. And I'm not being snobbish
And have
again.
you ever noticed how...
It's just the truth. I
Have
only
you
know one
ever-
song by
Have you
Chilla
ever
One.
noticed how Mwizukanji is aligning herself with anybody who's against Yo Maps? For some reason now, she's... Is it just me? Am I tripping? Because now she's taking photos with Chile One and she's doing all this. It kind of feels like whoever is against Yo Maps.
Yo, Chilla One is never coming on the podcast now.
He doesn't answer my phone even.
Is it because of what I said on the...
I think it's what we both said. Because I remember when we said that his numbers were fake, since that day he's not answered any of our calls. And what's crazy is this nigga used to call me to come on the podcast.
Yeah, and then he stopped picking up our calls. It's never coming on the podcast now.
I'm going to
Officially.
say a list of the people that I know who are never going to be on the podcast.
Okay.
You know how they say never? I'm saying never. Chile One
It's number one.
is number one. Kandeke. Yo Maps.
Did we explain why Kandeke didn't come?
No, please do. Go ahead. Because he
Have we
accepted.
explained that?
No, you didn't.
Remember when Kandeke posted saying, I'm ready for the podcast, my English, whatever. We met, I think, at some Mishima joint a week later, and we agreed, call me on Thursday, we're going to do this. Thursday, I call him, he even picks up saying, okay, where? I said, Urban Masai was setting up. Should I tell the team? He says, chill. We'll link up later. What time did I call you saying Kandeke said this? I think like around 10, and we were planning to record around 14, 15 that same day. Kandeke stops answering my calls the whole day. Calls back at around 18 hours and says, the team said I shouldn't come to your podcast.
Yeah. We know what team that is.
What team could this be?
Management?
Which management?
He's the manager.
He is management.
Management said no.
He is
So
management.
he made the executive decision not to come.
Now we know. These are two people specifically who told him no.
He
Who else?
called and says, nah, Banjevat Nisa podcast.
You see Banjevat?
Banjevat.
Yeah, so meaning
Banjevat
it's
is my
reported
management.
speech.
Mukatia ine.
The management team. I believe like Maps has got a whole management team. It's just not Kandeke.
Well, we know him.
Okay, and I know Chabu is also part of the management,
Is it
especially for
still?
international
Is it
gigs. But Chabu wouldn't stop anyone from coming to the podcast. Chabu is our guy. That's our nigga.
So I'm carrying on with my prediction of who's never going to come on the podcast. Not
Oh,
because
yeah.
we don't want them, but for their own reasons. So I had said Chilla
Chilla
One.
One at number one.
I had said Kandeke. I had said Yo Maps. I had said, and Kid is actually wanted to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
She did want to come on the podcast.
At first, she wanted to come, yes. Then the second time I met her, she says, I'm going to come if Elson is not there.
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah?
So we put on the list Kidist, the Urban Evangelist,
Okay, understandably.
Vatis.
Because of...
Yes. Toela.
Why?
Wasn't Joanna supposed to come yesterday?
Bruh, she was.
And then...
I
Why?
will tell you off camera.
Elson can't talk about it on camera. Now, this is concerning. Isn't this concerning?
Now we want to know. Now we generally want to know.
No. Why wouldn't Tola, such a sweet person, not come to the podcast?
I'll tell you all off
Off
camera.
screen.
Yeah. But no, she's not
One
gonna come
day,
through.
I think we just need to sit down properly with her one day to have a nice chat.
Yeah. At the top of the list, Komba.
Momo CEO.
Yeah.
Those people will never come on the podcast.
And all of those have all great personalities. It would be so dope to have them.
Yeah. Why wouldn't Komba come though?
I told you why.
He knows too much.
When you know too much. Is it one of those like, you now officially know too much? I have to...
Right, exactly. And he's a friend as well. So I it's one of those really awkward conversations that we'd have because I can't be the me that I want to be.
Oh, B-Flow just responded as well. Oh, he's going to come on the podcast.
Oh, nice.
We were with B-Flow yesterday at the same podcast.
Well, he knows Obama, right? So
Maybe he could hook us up with Obama as
he
well.
could.
So B-Flow says, I told Elson as well yesterday that we might need to pick a different day. I will revert as soon as I return to Lusaka. I'm heading to... Okay.
Oh,
He's getting
yes.
out of town.
People who want to come on the show. So Galaya has 3 artists that are pushing right now. Vincenzo, Mini Chocolate, I think, and Chow.
Mini chocolate.
Yeah, they would like to come if you guys are ready to have them.
Yeah, bring Vincenzo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure they're going to hear this.
No, it'd be nice to have Vincenzo on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know one person who's gonna come on the podcast. I don't know when, but I know he's gonna be there.
The president?
It's the president.
Let's go.
So I can literally do away with these 8.
For that one.
For that one, I have.
You know, I've always wanted to ask this, yes? So if the president comes here, are you still going to be you?
No, he has to be...
Am I gonna-
he has to be the other you.
Am I
The
gonna
other
do
him.
what?
Yeah. Are you going to be this you or that other you?
By
No, it
this
has
me,
to be
you
the
mean
other
what? Like too raw?
Are you just going to ask it how it is?
Ask it how it is, yes. How I ask it is going to be different. Because if you watched the episodes that we've had the Minister of Justice on, we've had the Minister of Tourism on, we've had respectable
Guys,
people.
listen,
Made it.
that Z podcast is literally 2 boys in a living room chilling, watching TV, right? But when the Bali shows up, we have to act accordingly.
Come
You
on.
know what I mean? When your dad enters the living room, the whole house behaves different.
We can
you know what
read the
Read the
room.
room. Okay,
I
not modern dads. Remember how dads back in the day were very...
When my dad entered the living room, we would all leave.
That's my point exactly. But Balis have changed over the years, eh? We're not scary anymore.
No, we're not.
Too soft.
We're too soft, yeah.
The way
My
Eli
daughter
speaks
would
to me,
be
bro.
there putting Coco Melon, Nickelodeon, whatever.
I mean, like, do you know I'm your dad? Because dad used to be scary back in the day, bro. Let me tell you something.
The small look at me like, when I tell I'm your dad. Okay.
Do you remember this, Kalenga? Do you remember when you were acting a fool, right? You're being crazy at home. You got chucked out of school for some reason. The teachers have complained. You get home, you're causing a racket. Your mom can't, like, put you in check. There are words that she would say that would get you to freeze. Wait till your father gets home. Yeah. That always made my stomach sink.
And then anytime there was noise at the gate, you peep out the window.
Whenever my mom said, wait till your father gets home. And my dad drove a very distinct vehicle. You could hear this car like from a fucking mile away.
What was it, a Mustang?
Nah, it wasn't.
Okay.
Speaking from privilege.
Yeah.
Yo, bruh. And our dads back in the day.
My dad drove a Hilux and yeah, it was distinct. So you could hear it.
You could hear it.
Especially because I used to mess up in primary school. My report card always had something at the bottom.
About your
Grades
behavior?
would be good.
But about your
The
behavior.
Right. Always disturbing fellow
You
students.
do fit the description.
Yeah.
Just your face.
And that pissed my dad off.
Did you used to sit like in the back of the class?
No, I was always in group 1, bro. So I was put in front.
Right.
Yeah. But always, guys, it's no accident that I found myself on the microphone. Always talking in class and disturbing everyone else. Always giggling or doing what with and disturbing everyone else. Every report card somehow had disturbing everyone else. And that would piss my dad off.
I would love to have your mom on the podcast.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. We should follow Tiketwe. So mom would look at the report card. It's
Can I
like,
have
oh,
your
your
mom's
grades are
phone
good,
number?
but
Can I have your
wait
mom-
till
can
your
I have
father
your mother's
sees it.
phone number?
Yeah, I will give you the number.
Right now, I'd like to call her.
Right now?
Right now.
All right, cool.
Does she know me?
She's watched 1 or 2 episodes.
Okay.
I don't think she ever wants to watch again. You know, mom is
okay.
a pastor, right?
Word? Just so you don't yell it out, you want to punch it in?
All right. Wait, what do you ask my mom?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
That's
Spla. Right there.
You don't know your mom's number off by heart.
Gee, mama's good. I don't know. Numbers change depending on what phone she's using. I don't know why she feels the need to change.
It's going to be lunch soon. We're going to have to wrap up because this place is going to get noisy in a bit.
I think just after that call.
Okay.
Please bear in mind, she's an old 70-year-old woman who's a pastor.
Okay.
Yeah. She's a pastor.
I speak to pastors every day. The phone is ringing, Kalenga. Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you, madam?
I'm fine.
Excellent. My name is Elson. I don't know. You're speaking to Elson. I don't know if you've ever heard of my name before.
Yeah, I'm in the market. Kandeke.
Oh, you are in the market?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to steal just a minute of your time if that is okay. Did she bang on me?
Yeah. The spirit.
Yeah.
She was in the spirit.
She sounds like a sweet lady, though.
Yeah, she is, man. Turned 70, but very, very fit. You know how people would turn 70 and start feeling old?
Right.
Not that
Not
chick.
your mom.
Not that chick.
There's a couple of things about your childhood that I would like to know from this woman.
I think we should have an episode with her. Yeah. Let's try with the kids one of these
And
days.
with you as well.
And then the episode that's going to be lit. Me and your mom. Just me. You won't even be there.
No, thanks.
Yeah. Just me and your mom. I've got questions, bruh.
We're
A
going.
mother for a mother. Let's go.
Exactly. A mother for an eye for an eye, a mom for a mom. Yes. Yes. My dad, thanks for that one. Yes. Let's do that.
I think speak to my dad instead.
Why, your mom is too honest?
Yes.
This will
My
be
dad
lit.
is more diplomatic.
This will be lit. I am
I
not.
think speak to my dad more.
I am not accepting anything less than your mom. I'm not calling your dad less, but in this case, yeah.
Nah, I get it. I get it. Do you have any other talking points before we wrap up?
Now let's wrap up, bruh, because the music is already starting to get louder.
Oh, wait, let me check this out.
So B Flow says let's try for next week.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, before
Drake.
you say what?
Drake.
Yeah, nah. One other one that's more interesting than that, though. Did you see this news clip by these racist ass CNN anchors when they were talking about the drought in Zambia?
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
Did any of you see that?
Just on Twitter.
They used photos from Somalia.
Wow.
All African countries look the same to them.
Well, you can't blame them. They sort of do.
Yes, we can. They're
Yes.
journalists.
Yeah, but all African countries look the same at the end of the day.
For some reason, don't they do some due diligence whereby they?
That's exactly what I said. They're journalists.
So meaning somebody gave them those photos, or
They just
got-
downloaded stock images, maybe.
Probably, yeah. Either way.
Because you know how people in America will talk about Africa? They will not talk about an individual country. Like, remember even Kai Cenat, one of the biggest YouTubers in the world, when he's going to Nigeria, he doesn't say I'm going to Nigeria. He says I'm going to Africa.
Yeah.
This is what people eat in Africa. This is what happens in Africa. Everything is Africa.
However, this is what we need to educate them. Because they do that, we shouldn't condone it.
No, that's my point. Americans are only educated about America.
I think I'm going to start, I don't know, just generalizing on white people.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, Eminem thought Africa was a country. Yeah. Remember those early interviews, 98, 99, I think, when he just did his first album, and somebody did like on a game show, they asked him about Africa, and I think he mentioned it as a country.
Dumbass. And he's one of my favorite rappers ever. I think top 3 favorite rappers.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope.
He's on your top 3 as well?
Yeah, definitely, bro. I mean,
who's in your top 5?
I had a white t-shirt and blue jeans for the longest time.
Who's in your top
Eminem.
5?
Look at him, he's still an Eminem fan. White jeans, blue t-shirt.
I don't want to know this. I know we digress. Who's in your top 5?
Kanye West, Jay-Z, Eminem. Who would I listen to? Like Tim, our own Tim. For me, that's a world-class rapper. And Sampa the Great. I'd listen.
Is she a rapper?
Yeah, she is.
Isn't that rock?
No.
Okay.
It's hip-hop mixed with Zamrock. Hip-hop on a Zamrock. In a Zamrock mix. But most of her songs are hip-hop anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me 3 of her songs.
Energy. What?
I'm waiting.
Oh, Energy. Yes. Never Forget. I was listening to one right now. What's the title again? Final Form.
There we go.
Give me 2 albums by her.
As Above, So Below. What was the first album again? I know it was self-titled. Yeah.
They got you.
My dear friend,
anyway, we need to go.
I need to come and see the baby. I'm horrible.
Please do not come empty-handed, please.
I was about to say I'm horrible at buying gifts.
Bring
what
money.
I will do,
and this child is
what I will do
nothing
is
less
give
than 5
not
pin,
you
please.
but your wife a gift card.
Nothing less than 5 pin, please.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right.
I'll
cool.
come through.
All right, Mike.
I'll pull up.
My dad, Gob, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
And listen, from the bottom of my heart and whatever he has in his chest, would really like to thank you guys for the support that you've given us.
Yep.
I know I sound very generic, but I absolutely mean this. I don't say this unless I mean it. We have hit over 60,000 subscribers on YouTube.
61 going to 62 this
Which
week.
is extremely difficult for YouTube. And we've spoken about this so many times. For YouTube, it is extremely difficult to have 60,000 individuals. Brad, do you know how many?
That's a stadium.
How many 1,000 people are?
And not in Zambia. How big is the Hero Stadium? 32,000. So 2 of those stadiums. So is it stadiums or stadia? I know one is Old English, but...
That's 2.
So Hero Stadium times 2 is what we have on YouTube, our YouTube
On
channel.
YouTube alone. You say what?
Ndola. How big is that one?
Is that
Isn't that 40? Then Ndola one is bigger than Heroes? Yes. No.
Let's find out on Google's.
It looks smaller though. Levi Monasa in Ndola is bigger than Hero Stadium. I am seriously not a soccer fan.
Do you know that?
Wait, you're lying.
Yeah?
You're lying.
Do you know that one?
It is 49,000.
49, right? So meaning
Yeah.
could be 32.
Then Lusaka.
What's it called? Heroes.
Hero Stadium.
Do you know that Cuba Belt people celebrate football more than Lusaka people? Like, you look at the Nkana, the what? all those teams.
60,000 is Heroes.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah, because even just by looking at it, Heroes is bigger, man.
This is the true definition of fill up, not what Yo Maps did.
Moving on.
And on that note,
And on that note,
No, because people went, they went for the.
man, 60,000 YouTube subscribers. Your Maps has over what? Is it
I don't
100,000?
care what he has. I said we have got people
with
enough to fill up
A
Euro Stadium.
If they all show up.
If they all show up.
To the next episode,
So-
remember, as Elson said, to click on the subscribe button. Have a
And
lovely
support
day.
those sponsors that
Support us.
Support us.
Because you're not paying to watch this content.
No. And you've got the nerve to complain as well about what we do. Bruh, people love free shit. And even when you give them free shit, they still complain. Nah, but why didn't you ask this question? Like, nigga, you don't even subscribe. You don't pay.
Why is Elson attacking Mordecai?
Bye.
Dun 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 dun